Hello, welcome to Cuenco Tech Explainer Edition. In this segment we dive into a wide range of interesting topics and present them in a top 5 list. Before we start, if you are new here and like to learn new things, consider to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss another video. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. There are hundreds of uses for the humble safety pin. Clothing pins have been with us for thousands of years. However, the pointy ends were prone to give the wearer a nasty jab. In 1849, New York mechanic Walter Hunt was sitting in his office fiddling with a piece of wire as he tried to come up with a way to pay a $15 debt. He found that he had successfully twisted the wire into a useful object. He could see how the item in his hands could be used as a pin. The piece of wire now had a coiled spring at the bottom. Hunt added a clasp to the top, allowing the pointy end of the safety pin to be secured at the top and preventing users from being stabbed with the sharp end of the pin. A clever inventor, Hunt was unfortunately not a sharp businessman. A few years earlier, he had invented an eye-pointed needle sewing machine. He failed to patent his invention as he feared that it would cause people to lose their jobs. His design was later copied and marketed by others. While he did patent his safety pin invention, he sold the rights to the patent to the person to whom he owed the money. Every household has a tube of cling wrap in the kitchen drawer. The sticky plastic film wraps our sandwiches and covers our food to keep it fresh. The sticky film, Saran, was discovered in 1933 in the Dow Chemical Laboratories. Ralph Wiley was working in the lab developing dry cleaning products and discovered the substance when trying to clean used beakers. It was originally used as a protective spray in fighter jets and in motor vehicles. It was even used to line soldiers' boots. Saran wrap was introduced into households as a food wrap in 1953. Concerns about the chemicals in the film being in contact with food led to further research and the development of safer plastic films. This effectively wrapped up the array of plastic food packaging we use every day. We probably take the protective packaging in most parcels for granted. Many people enjoy popping the small air-filled pockets in the bubble wrap in which their parcel contents were wrapped. But did you know that bubble wrap was initially meant to be a textured wallpaper? In 1957, scientists Alfred Fielding and Mark Chavans put 2 shower curtains through a heat-shrinking machine in an attempt to develop a textured wallpaper. The result was a sheet of plastic covered in tiny air bubbles. Their efforts to use the product as a greenhouse insulation also proved to be a failure. In 1960, IBM was looking for a way to protect delicate computer components during transport. Fielding and Chavans' cushioned plastic was the perfect solution to their problem. The usefulness of bubble wrap soon caught on and is the world's most common packaging material today. We all are familiar with the infamous stainless steel. French scientist Léon Gillet first made a steel alloy mix in 1904. However, he failed to notice the rust-proof properties of this new metal compound. In 1912, metallurgist Harry Brearley was experimenting to find a rust-proof gun barrel. During his research, he had added chromium to molten metals. He eventually noticed that previously discarded metal samples were not rusting like other metals. Based in Sheffield, the home of silver cutlery, Brearley soon began marketing his rustless steel to cutlery manufacturers in place of the traditional silver or nickel-plated cutlery. Manufacturing companies soon began researching and further developing this new grade of metal. The uses of stainless steel today go way beyond Brearley's original stainless cutlery. Planes, trains, ships, and cars are made from it. You will find stainless steel in every kitchen and at most building sites. It is also used extensively in medical equipment. It is hard to imagine that this essential metal was initially thrown on a laboratory scrap heap. There are very few homes today without a microwave oven. The handy kitchen appliance certainly changed the way we cook. However, the microwave wasn't an intentional invention. Percy Spencer, a radar engineer, was conducting experiments on a magnetron, a new vacuum tube, in 1945. During the experiment, Spencer noticed that a chocolate bar in his pocket had melted. He grabbed some popcorn and, to his surprise, found that the magnetron also made the popcorn pop. He had accidentally stumbled upon a new way of cooking. Raytheon marketed the new microwave oven as a Rada range in 1946. The initial ovens were costly and too bulky for most kitchens. They were the size of a modern refrigerator and took 20 minutes to warm up before you could actually cook anything in them. It wasn't until the late 1960s that the smaller, cheaper versions found in most homes were developed. That's all for today, folks. I hope you learned something new. Leave your thoughts about this videos in the comments section. If you did gain new knowledge, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss another opportunity for more amazing videos. On the screen you will see some other fun videos you can watch. If any seem interesting to you, feel free to check it out.